Hey folks, welcome back to the channel.
Hello.
It's Froggy Friday.
Friday.
So, I've got...
A frog.
Yes. In fact, I've got two. And this week, look what I've got.
Hey.
My wibbly wobbly eyes.
Yeah. This will be the last time you see them for about 6 months.
It is, because I've lost them again. I've literally no idea where I've put them. They are somewhere safe.
Oh.
But I don't know. I'm just going to go and buy some more because then these ones will show up and I'll know where they are.
Yeah.
So, my plan was to put the eyes in.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that everybody knows how to put eyes in at this point. But if you don't, you pop a little bit of UV into the eye socket, stick your eye on top, and then cure it. There's nothing sort of complex about it.
Depends on the eye, I suppose, as well, because some eyes have the slit.
Well, then you just put your slit in the right way. Anyway, I was going to say during this part, the Froggy Friday is a collaboration organised by Karen from the Dragon's Cave.
Yeah.
And many others. The list is far too long to do. There's hundreds of them.
Check out the description.
Check out the description. It's all in there. If you want to join in, drop Karen or any of the others
Lola,
a little message.
Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I thought that I would do
a frog.
Will you stop it? I will beat you with this piece of card.
Oh.
Yes. It's a very small piece of card, to be fair.
Oh, no.
I'll find a bigger piece. Anyway, I thought I would do a... what am I doing? Will you stop it every time? Like, I literally get the word in my head and then you say frog and that word then goes out of my head and now I've no idea what this frog's about. Not a clue.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be a pink frog.
Okay.
Are you going to let me do my thing?
Yeah.
Right. So, I thought I would have a go at doing a bloom.
A bloom?
A bloom.
Ooh, a bloom.
A bloom in a frog. Like a proper into the resin in the frog bloom.
Not like the cheaty one you did last time.
Not like the cheaty one I did last time. And it wasn't a cheaty one. It was a solution to a problem which I had.
Okay, and...
Oh, that was me knocking my camera over.
Yeah. And have you resolved that problem? Or does that problem still exist?
Which problem? I have many.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is true.
Come on, which problem?
So the last time you did the bloom, you did a bloom in a little...
Yes. And it was perfect, apart from I put too much... I can't say it.
Go on. You were going to say you put too much glitter in.
I can't say it.
No?
No.
Come on.
I put... I put...
Think of this as therapy.
I can't. I'm trying. It's not happening. I put too... No. It's not going to happen.
Okay, but we all know that you meant you put too much glitter in it.
I can neither confirm or deny.
That's a yes.
But there was a particular issue which, with hindsight, I would have done slightly differently. What? What? So, but the bloom itself was perfect.
Yeah.
So I thought I would have a little go at trying to bloom in the frog.
Yeah.
And I couldn't decide what colours to do.
So you got all of them?
So I got all of them. Yeah. I thought I'd just go for a few. I don't know if that was the right decision, shall we say.
What? Having all of those?
Yeah. But I literally could not decide. And you know, I'm like making decisions like that. It's quite difficult. Why have you got my elbow there? Nobody needs to see my elbow.
Why?
Because it's my elbow.
Just keeping it real.
Wow. A little bit too real. A little less reality, I think.
Showing a bit of elbow.
Showing a bit of elbow.
Yeah.
I tell you, there'll be a stampede to the door. My elbow.
Uh-huh.
Got nice elbows. I haven't really. I've just got regular elbows.
Yeah.
No, see, that's not the right answer. The right answer there, Kirk, is, oh, but you've got beautiful elbows. That's the right answer.
No.
A decade I've been training this one. This is where we're at.
Well, you're obviously not very good at it then.
Well,
you can't tame the monkey.
There's no taming the monkey. The monkey is wild.
Yeah.
Now, the reason we've shown this, the entirety of the UV, is, has anyone else got this lamp? This was, I think, the first lamp that we bought properly. And
bought properly?
Yeah, because the others were included in the kits that I bought.
Oh, yeah.
And the buttons are so rubbish on this one.
They're not rubbish.
They are rubbish.
They're not. It's just because you've covered it in UV. You've had your mucky paws that, in those gloves.
Yes.
Covered in UV and what have you. And then you press those buttons.
Yes, but I've had exactly the same gloves that I've used on the other lamp, and the other lamp button works fine. Just saying. I think it's...
user error.
No, I don't think it's user error. I think it's a bit pants.
So what you're saying is that it should have had either like a silicone cover over the top or something?
Yeah, yes.
Maybe it was designed for people who aren't messy.
I'm not... Okay, so at this point, I poured a little bit. So my resin has come up to temperature.
Yeah.
And I've poured a little bit into that little white pot, and the rest of it, I'm just pouring into the frog.
Okay, so you're literally doing the same process as if you would do it. In a coaster.
Yeah, I'm doing it exactly the same as I do it in a coaster.
Yeah.
But in a frog. And I don't know how it's going to work, because obviously it's a different shape and it's going to move slightly differently.
Yeah.
I don't think, and if I'm honest, I can't remember at this point, but I don't think I do a bloom in that little one. Do I?
Yeah.
Do I?
Well.
What was I thinking?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm crazy sometimes.
Sometimes?
Well, what was I thinking?
Well, you were thinking, I've got a bit of extra resin here. I need to stick it in something. Oh, there's a frog.
Well, I could have put it in literally anything in the room. Then that, anyway. So, I do put that. There is a dribble in there, and I do put that somewhere soon. Yeah. I just don't remember what I put it in.
You put it over the top of that UV lamp to
see
all the buttons in a bit more.
No, I do not. You are so cheeky. Now, I just got the little micro brush, and I made sure that the resin has gone into his little toesies.
And under his chin.
I don't do that.
You're not?
No. It goes under his chin fine. I've never, touch wood, I've never had a problem under his chin.
Okay.
Never. So at this point, I'm like, right, let's get some colours in. So first colour, and it's all alcohol inks. I'm going with the Let's Resin Bright.
No, that's the Royces.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the Royces one.
Oh, yeah, because I want to use up all of the older inks.
Yeah.
So I can get some new ones. So yeah, these are the Royzer ones, and I'm not overly impressed by them.
Why?
Because they don't spread that great. Not all of them, and some of them don't look like the colour that they say they are. Like that's not a bright red to me. That's a dark red.
The first one you put in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's called bright red.
But red is quite difficult.
It's not really. It's not difficult to look at it and go,
no,
that's bright or that's dark. Anyway,
I thought with resin and that, the dyes and that, the red is a quite difficult one to get.
Well, apparently. But either way, that's a dark red.
Okay.
And then that's supposed to be a lime green.
It is looking green now. It was looking very...
It looks
black.
It looks foresty green to me.
Foresty.
Foresty green. And then this is a blue, sky blue, which is really pretty.
Yeah.
And it's very sad because I've used all of the purples have gone out of the old ones. So
whatever will you do?
Well, I'm funny you should ask that. I have seen you can get a little set of purple inks. They're just different shades of purple. And I thought, wow, that's a must-have for me because that's the colour I like.
Okay.
So fortuitously, it may or may not be in our cart.
Oh, okay. How fortuitous.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of you. I'm making your life easy.
How?
Because you don't have to hunt for it now.
I wasn't hunting for it in the first place.
Oh, of course you were. You just didn't know it yet.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's very kind and considerate of you.
You're welcome, my love.
To do my online ink shop for me. I didn't even know that I needed.
I am here to serve.
Well, I should repay the favour.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, we're all waiting for the punchline.
There's no punchline.
There's always a punchline.
Obviously, you're going to need some more paints.
Where will you put more paints?
I'll just get rid of all the glitter.
If you say that again, I won't be held responsible for my actions.
Okay.
Now, once I'd got all of the inks in, I wasn't very happy with it.
Why?
Well, I just didn't like it.
To be fair,
so
there are quite a fair few colours in there.
Yeah, I just don't like it. So at this point, I switched over from let's do it how I would like it to be to damage control.
Damage control?
Damage control, because I wasn't happy with the...
I don't know how you're going to... How would you plan on doing that? Because unless you're planning on scooping out all of the ink...
Don't be so silly. You are silly sometimes. Aren't you?
No.
So, I don't know why. What possessed me to do exactly the same in the little frog?
What, as in try and do the same?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've absolutely lost the plot at that point.
At that point?
At that point, I've just gone cuckoo.
Before you started recording this, that's when you went cuckoo.
No. Anyway, so I've added the colours.
Every colour.
I've added the colours of the rainbow, with the exception of indigo, because we don't have an indigo ink in the Resin, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of swirled it until I
pushed it around a little bit.
I pushed it around until I was happy with the sort of pattern it makes.
Okay.
I wasn't, it's a tiny thing, but so then I added some casting craft to the pot.
So what is casting craft?
It's that stuff.
Okay.
That's just out of shot. If you wait a moment, it will be back in shot. There you go. See, it's the white stuff. So casting craft is a white pigment paste.
Right.
But it's quite a light pigment paste. So some pigments pastes are like really, really heavy. So like the Vista that we've got, that is a super heavy one.
Right, okay.
So you need the tiniest, smidgen of a drop in order for it to work.
Okay.
and cast and craft, you can just have a regular smidgen of a drop.
So is this one specifically for blooms? Or is it just because it's so light?
I don't know if it's specifically for blooms, but I know that a lot of people do use them for blooms.
Right. Okay.
So yeah.
I don't. I think I've done 1 or 2 blooms. You've
done 1 bloom, 2 blooms,
yeah,
and 2 fireworks.
Yeah,
and none of them were excessively
good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's yeah, but it's not really your thing, is it? Because it's pretty.
Yeah,
You don't do pretty. You do abominations.
I do pretty grim.
Yeah, you do indeed. Yes. Yeah, it's just not your thing. It's not the sort of thing that you do.
No, if it makes you go, that's not me. Yeah. I'm more of a, you look at it and you want to tear your eyes out.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's a fair sort of yeah. So once I'd mixed in the cast and craft, I popped it into the piping bag.
Yeah. So what temperature is that now then? Because you measured I
don't know what it is now, but before I started, it was 30 degrees.
So the resin you poured into the frog was 30 degrees.
Yeah.
And this has been a couple of minutes, so that's probably about 34, 35.
Yeah, probably. But different resins will be different temperatures. So we use craft resin, and in my experience, starting to do all my putting my inks in and stuff.
Yeah.
Is if I start at 30, then it tends to bloom in a coaster quite happily.
What about in a frog?
Well, you'll have to wait to the end of the video to see that, won't you?
Spoilers.
I'm not going to give you spoilers, am I? Crazy fool.
Uh-huh.
So I twist around the piping bag. I don't know why, but I thought I ordered the small piping bags, and clearly not. They were the larger ones.
Were these from that shop that shall not be named?
No, this was from Amazon.
Really?
Yeah, they were from Amazon.
Oh, okay.
So I clipped them up like that.
Yeah.
Because it's too much otherwise. And then I'm just having a little feel to see how warm they are. And it still felt a bit liquidy. So I actually left it for a little bit to warm up a bit more.
Yeah.
And then what was just honestly
it doesn't look bad enough. I'm going to add some more stuff to it.
Yeah. So I thought to myself, wow, it's already pretty.
How bad can I make this?
That's not what I was thinking. But I thought, you know what, you could do with some sparkly feet. And if I use glitter, you'll be there going, can you not make anything without glitter in it? And this just demonstrates that, well, yes, I can.
Uh-huh.
Because that's an alcohol ink.
Yeah. You thought about it though, didn't you?
I did think about it. Yeah, I did. Yeah. But that is an alcohol ink. It's a very pretty alcohol ink. Pretty sure I've used it all now though.
What, that?
I don't know, I might not have done. I can't remember. I need to go and do an inventory.
An inventory? That would be actually quite interesting, because you actually might find your googly eyes again.
I might find my wibbly wobbly eyes, yeah. Yeah, that would be bonus. Anyway, so I added some, and then I thought, need a little tiny bit more. What? What are you chuckling at?
So the title for this video is How Not to Do a Bloomin' Frog.
No, that is not the title of this video. Yeah. You're assuming that it's not successful. That's rude.
Uh-huh. Is it not?
Well, I'm not going to tell you, because spoilers.
Okay.
So then what I did is I thought, I don't know if the bloom's going to work. So I went for the firework effect.
Which is?
Just put drops on.
Right, okay.
Now, because the frog is so thick, I actually ironically think that the vista, the thicker of the the bloom paste would have been better.
Because it would have sank down more.
Because it would have sunk down a little bit more. Because I used the cast and craft and not very much, it didn't...
it just sat on the top.
No, it didn't just sit on the top. It does move. It does do something, but it doesn't do as much as I would have hoped.
You've just gone in there and just blown it all away and just...
I was trying to push it down a little bit.
You just completely obliterated it.
No, I did not. You're just such a drama queen, aren't you?
Yes.
I was simply...
No, that was just that you were very delicately putting all those dots in there.
And then I thought...
You got the air gun.
Yeah,
and just like, boom, they all disappeared.
No, it's because I thought that's not even remotely sinking. So he was a complete and utter fail. Okay?
Okay.
He's a fail. He is not one that I was impressed with at all. I was like...
He still looks fairly colourful.
Oh, he's very colourful, but I don't like it. So
it wasn't the effect you were going for.
No, he goes in the Bruno box. He's off to Bruno. But this one...
Yeah.
This one, I was genuinely a little surprised.
Is it because you managed to demould it without breaking anything?
I don't break them on this one. It's only... Look. Shush.
Okay.
I was genuinely quite surprised. So, if we could have a little drum roll, please.
No.
Why not?
Which one drum roll?
Because it's quite a big thing. It's very important.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to give it me, are you?
No.
So mean. Anyway. So, from the back, I'm like, this is going to be so rubbish.
Yeah.
But
I think it looks quite cool.
You know, sometimes when you start doing it one way and then it turns into something else and then it turns into something else.
No.
And then it just happens that it turns out okay. And I actually thought he was quite pretty.
That looks quite cool.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't, you know, it's not...
It wasn't the effect you were going for.
It wasn't the effect I was going for.
But it's definitely done some...
But I actually
I know it looks good.
I actually quite liked it. I just thought it was different.
It looks like it's actually just run down the edges of the mould.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll pop some glamour shots there.
Yeah, no, I quite like that.
If you're still with us at this point, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
If you like our creative chaos, do feel free to hit that like button.
And while you're down there, give the subscribe a little tickle if you already haven't.
Thank you very much. You know, if you already have.
You
already have.
You took a second then.
Oh, he's got one line. That's it. If you've already hit the subscribe button, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And we will see
you in the next one.
In the next one.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing else.
Don't forget to check out the playlist and have a look at the other Froggies.
That was it. That's what I was going to say. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend, people.
Yeah, bye for now.
Bye.